This morning we are learning about Superior Connections, what the organization is, what they do for the community, and some upcoming events that they have. Joining us in the studio is Ashley Arowdy. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and so first of all, what is your organization?
So our organization is Superior Connections. We are a recovery community organization. We're the only one in the UP and one of about maybe 20 in the entire state of Michigan. Our personal goal is to cultivate a culture of long-term recovery, and we do that by creating connections and reducing barriers for those that are affected by substance use disorder in our community. That can look a lot of different ways. We have a couple of programs that are dedicated to recovery in terms of peer recovery support, so giving a peer recovery coach or a community health worker to somebody in the community and kind of helping them figure out what they need in order to reach long-term recovery in whatever way that looks for them. We also have a recovery residence program, which is, we have two houses, one in Marquette and one in Ishpeming currently. That's our newer home in Ishpeming. They're modeled on a level 3 NAR standard, which is basically the National Alliance of Recovery Residences. So this is a standard that is followed all across the country for best practices with recovery residences. Really, their primary goal in all of it is to help people meet their foundational needs that will ultimately help them reach long-term recovery. And like I said, in whatever way that looks for them, it's not going to be the same for everybody. As we all know, there's a lot of pathways to recovery.
Definitely, yeah. And so you have an event coming up, to kind of, connect the community in a sober way. Can you tell us about that?
Absolutely. So the one that we have coming up is our Connections Through Bowling. We did also do it last year. We did that one in Marquette, but since we opened that new recovery residence in Ishpeming, we want to really, connect with that community as well. So this year's is going to be at River Rock Lanes. We have some food. We're going to have a nacho bar as well as a soft shell taco bar for our friends that can't enjoy the hard shell chips. Then we also have drinks that will be on site. River Rock Lanes has been very supportive in that they're not going to sell alcohol during our event, so that it can remain a safe space for everybody. And the importance of these events is just can't be undersold. Addiction really breeds in being alone and isolated. So when its victims are feeling that they don't have a safe place to be or that they don't have safe people to be with, that's really when it causes a breeding ground for a recurrence of substance use disorder. And creating these connections for people and finding other people that they can be safe with is just huge to understanding that you can reach long-term recovery.
All right, yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a great event, and like you said, like the bar is going to be closed, so there won't be any alcohol served. So it creates that nice safe space for people.
Exactly, to really feel like they can let loose and kind of remember, a lot of people in early recovery don't even really know who they are. So exploring that in a safe space where they don't have to worry about pressures and they know that everyone in the room is supportive of them figuring that out is really life-changing.
Yeah, and so that event is Sunday, April 27th, correct?
Correct. It's the Sunday after Easter, and it's going to be from 5 to 8 p.m. at River Rock Lanes. We'll have people welcoming you at the door. This event is completely free for anybody that wants to come. Allies of recovery, people in recovery, family. If you want to bring, your kids or your loved ones with you to have fun for a few hours, you're all welcome.
Yeah, and so looking more into the future, what are some other things you have going on?
Yeah. So we would absolutely love to do another Safe Zone event for the 4th of July. That's something we did last year. Just have a safe space where there are no pressures of substances or alcohol, and you can just kind of enjoy the 4th of July festivities, maybe see the fireworks. So we're hoping to line that up. More to come on that. Our other event that we'll have in May is Nick's Run for Recovery. This is our 3rd year doing Nick's Run for Recovery. That's in memory of the late Nicholas Sardini. My co-worker Sarah Sardini is his sister, and she really puts a lot of heart and soul into making this run for him and kind of bringing awareness to mental health and substance use disorder in our community and kind of how they interlock. And really do a number on people in our community.
Definitely. And so did you say registration, is that open yet or is that coming?
So that's just about forthcoming here. We're just buttoning up a couple of things with sponsors this week. If you do go to our www.superiorconnectionsrco.org, there will be a link shortly on there for the next run registration and everything through Give Butter. You can also do donations right on that same link. So it'll all be right on our homepage when you enter that website.
Great. And is that website the same for if people want to learn more about you, find ways how they can help out your organization?
Yeah, absolutely. That was www.superiorconnectionsrco.org, and you can find everything on there. You can find more info about our programs. You can find out how to donate, in what capacity, or maybe what items that we need if you're, just wanting to give, whole items. And then also a volunteer, something that's new is a volunteer application right on that website to kind of gather info about you if, you're interested in helping in the community in some way.
Is there anything else you'd like to add, Ashley?
Not at this time. I think that we just thank the opportunity to the community for allowing us to, bring long-term recovery and to the community, help educate people, help make it a reality for those that are searching for it, because, it's a really, really isolating disease. It speaks to you in your own voice, and it tells you everything that you've ever thought that is the worst about yourself in order to make you feel like you don't deserve to have community, and you don't deserve to have a safe space, and you don't deserve to have all of the good things that you could have if you seek recovery. So, allowing the space in the community to inform people that there is a different way to live and that we can help you if you ask for it is just huge. It can change our community if people feel like they have someplace safe they can ask for help. So thanks to the community for allowing us to put on events like this, that give that space.
Thank you, Ashley, so much for taking the time to tell us all this information today. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Rebecca.
Yes, and we'll be right back with more My UP Mornings after the break.